Hey guys, it's Eric and Karina.
HR.
Your friendly neighborhood lawyer.
And welcome back to the Late Podcast. The law according to Eric. All right, well, welcome back, guys.
Pretty cool. We're going to actually have a drop on Wednesday. I mean,
right?
It's not, we've been so busy.
I know.
I'm telling you, we're going to have like a 5-hour mega episode. We're going to just go through like all these fucking cases. And
yes.
Just how much drama is going on between that. Oh, hold on. All right. Never mind. Okay.
Okay. So we don't have a theme today, guys. The theme might just be weird. That's kind of what I found. All these stories probably were posted within the last month. Okay. These are all like super new stories.
So this is like current events Reddit.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay. Modern.
Just weird. Yeah, current weird shit.
All right. Just people venting.
Yes.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true. But I mean, this is just people venting their problems.
Yeah.
Some of these are the best ones because I'll be honest, and I see this every day, by the way, in the practice of law, is that most people don't realize how they sound when they're like writing emotionally. And then when they hear it after, like, oh my God, like, did I really say all that? So this could be fun.
Okay.
Hold on. Sorry. Before you start. What's up, girl, Evelyn?
Oh my God.
And Badunka Dory. What's up, Badunka? Badunka Dory. Shout out to the Midbar Mosh crew. Karen, Aaron, Dougie, Becky, Betty, whatever, Dory, Badunka Dory, Evelyn, what's up, girl? Yep. Jessica, Amy, and the rest. Okay, exactly. There we go.
Okay, so first I'll have a question. Do you want to start with the worst one or end with the worst one? I'll give you the choice here.
Oh, well, when you say the worst one, you mean like it's going to be upsetting and emotional or like disgusting?
Disgusting.
Then why don't we make that one last?
We'll make it last.
All right, we'll build up to it.
Yeah. I just, I wanted to see, like, are we going to build up to it, or do you want to go down from it?
If I'm going to accidentally eat ranch, let it be after I've eaten all the stuff I like.
Oh, that's so funny that you said that.
Oh no.
Oh no.
All right. Now I don't want to know. Okay.
All right, let's start then.
Okay.
We'll end with that one. Okay. First one, the title is, "Am I the asshole for withholding sex because my husband won't get a vasectomy?"
Yes.
Neither of us.
You don't even have to read it.
No, yes.
Fuck this uptight bitch.
No.
Why do women do that?
No, because he has to get a vasectomy.
No, he doesn't have to.
Okay, let's
hear
it. Okay,
exactly.
go ahead.
This was 3 days ago, by the way. He posted this
3 days ago.
Yeah.
Because modernly in 2025, there is no better way to have birth control.
Okay.
Okay.
Let her say it out. Okay.
All right.
Neither of us want children, and this was discussed and agreed upon very early in our relationship. The subject of sterilization came up during our engagement, and we agreed it would be easier, cheaper, and less invasive for him to get a vasectomy versus me getting a Viscop. I think it's like the...
Tubes tied?
It's something different than that. It's like a longer thing, but it's technically almost the same thing.
Okay.
He said he would be sterilized after we got married. That was what he said. Okay. We've been married for 3 years now. Sterilization has been the focus of several arguments over the years, which have only gotten more frequent since Roe v. Wade was overturned. We live in a red state with an absolute ban. There's a legislature being proposed to document pregnant women and penalize out-of-state termination. I'm terrified of getting pregnant. It would ruin my life, and he knows how I feel. Every time I ask him about getting a vasectomy, he says the same thing. I'm too busy. I don't have time. It's invasive. Seeing a urologist will take forever. They don't even put you to sleep, etc. He is right. He is busy. He is a resident doctor. He works anytime from 30 to 70 hours per week. I'm a PA student. I spend over 50 hours attending class and studying, but he has the luxury of taking time off. I do not. For the next 2 years, my schedule will be inflexible. He claims vasectomies are just as invasive as laparoscopic Viscop. I guess what he wants her to do. I told him that's simply not true, hence why the general anesthesia is required for the Viscop and only local anesthesia is required for a vasectomy. Not to mention, Viscops have longer healing periods and carry more risk than vasectomies. Considering his extensive medical knowledge, I was shocked by his statement. We are both in our 20s, and it's substantially harder for young women to find a provider who will sterilize them, even if it is more than it is for young men. I started looking for a provider months ago and found some promising leads. He hasn't even done a Google search. I just kind of feel disgusted and disappointed and angry. He knows I'm terrified of getting pregnant, and he knows the Viscop is more invasive procedure. He knows the entire process of finding a provider, scheduling the appointment, etc. And it would be more difficult, time-consuming, and expensive. I asked him why he's unwilling to have the procedure. Is he scared? Does he want children now? He said no to both and just repeats the same excuses. I finally told him to forget it, that I'll go ahead with the Viscop, but sex is off the table and will be for the foreseeable future. Despite being on birth control, I am no longer willing to take that risk. He thinks my reaction is unfair. Am I the asshole here?
Yep. Sorry, it doesn't change anything.
This seemed really funny at first, but I mean, that's a really serious issue. You think about it. People in the red states are terrified
Yeah.
of getting pregnant.
Yeah.
It goes way deeper
Exactly.
than just the vasectomy.
Current weird events, like I said.
Yeah. But okay, so she's gonna have her tubes tied but still not have sex with him. Is that what I understood?
Yes. So she's gonna get the Bissell procedure.
Stripping there. It's obviously for someone.
Exactly. Yeah. So I think what she's doing more is the fact that since he's denied to do this after he said it, she's like, fine, I'm going to do it, but you still don't get sex because you went back on your word. I think that's what she's holding it on to.
She's just taunting him.
Yeah.
Oh
basically.
my God.
I think everyone sucks here.
Should I be concerned that you find this so fucking funny?
It's really
Like,
it is funny, actually. It's
no,
funny for
it's
her.
not
Yeah.
funny.
It is.
Listen, sex should never be used as a weapon in a relationship. I'm
Okay.
being serious now. I'm going to yo hurricane.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get real for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. That's all she's doing.
Mm-hmm.
She's essentially withholding sex as a punishment because he went back on his word.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when
word.
excuse me, I'm okay. I'm not done. If he had gone back on his promise to say, go get her fucking car washed,
Right.
her oil change is different. This is a deeply personal decision that many, many men are not okay with. I'm going to read between the lines and guess one of three things. Either A, Billy doesn't want to snip his junk, and that's obvious. Number two, Billy may actually want kids one day,
Right.
and he just can't say it now, or he's not sure.
Mm-hmm.
But he probably has, at the very least, a thought. Now, vasectomies can be reversed,
Right.
but you're still talking about an uncomfortable, painful, and by the way, they're not always foolproof either.
Okay.
Like vasectomies sometimes fail.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that's true with all methods of birth control. Condoms break and IUDs don't always work and all this kind of stuff. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But really, at the end of the day, this is just Lucinda basically saying, fuck off. You said you were going to do it. Now you're not. I'm going to fix this problem, but you're still not going to be able to have sex. No, fuck you.
Okay. Well, it's funny that you said she was using sex as a weapon. She responded to that.
Oh.
She said, I am not using sex as a weapon,
Yes,
as
you
some
are.
of you vile individuals claim.
Fuck you.
I am protecting myself from an unwanted
You
pregnancy.
nasty slag.
My attitude towards sex evolved with my state's legislature. Contraception was
for
sufficient
fuck's sake,
until
no,
I
it
lost
didn't.
the access to abortion. Being forced to carry and birth an unwanted child would ruin my life. That is not the risk that I'm willing to accept for anyone.
Okay. I think that she is pandering now to the Reddit pressure. Okay. I'm serious. But let me just put it like this. Okay. And there's one other thing that also kind of stuck out at me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And this would be like in parallel. So Billy, in this case, is the lawyer and Lucinda's the paralegal. Just like Billy's the doctor and she's a fucking PA student.
Mm-hmm.
He fucking should know better. He's a medical doctor.
Right.
Okay. There's nothing more annoying than like when I'm having a discussion about a case. I'm like, no, bankruptcy code XYZ says this. And like somebody who doesn't know, it's like, well, no, I think it's something. No, you don't fucking know. Now, she may have a general understanding. Physician assistant is not an easy thing.
Mm-hmm.
You definitely need scientific knowledge, understanding of how medicines are administered, all that kind of stuff. But it's not the same as being a licensed physician.
Right.
That's number one.
But he is wrong about saying that the other is not as invasive. She's getting, I looked it up what a Bissell was. Instead of getting your tubes tied, they take both of your fallopian tubes out, like completely.
Yeah,
so,
no, it is.
I'm not suggesting one or the other is a better or easier fix. It's not, honestly, at the end of the day, this post is not really about that.
Mm-hmm.
What this post is really about is control. No, I'm serious. Read between the lines. This is about power and control. Billy doesn't want to lose his ability to potentially father children. He doesn't want to give up all that power to her because she's going to control sex anyway, as most wives do. So imagine, and by the way, when does he fucking have time? He works 70 hours a week.
She said he has the luxury of taking time
No, he
off.
doesn't. No, he doesn't. She's saying that if he's a fucking resident or a first year or a second year, 70 to 80 hours is a light schedule.
Right.
These guys sleep in the ER break rooms half the time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's just the way it is. So she's sugarcoating. I'm telling you, she's intentionally making it like she is more in the right. And
I don't see it that way.
Because you're a woman.
No, because I get it. Like she said, she doesn't want children. That's her biggest fear is to get pregnant on accident. Like it really sounds like she does not want children. And, if they had already came to the agreement that he was the one that was going to do it, then he should have done it. It sounds like he went back on his word and he should have said it from the beginning. I don't want to get mine, but you can get yours. And I'm sure maybe then she would have done it. What she's really mad at is the fact that he went against his word. Like he said it. He said he would do it and then he didn't do it. And when she asked him, his response still is, no, I want to do it because I don't want kids. But he keeps giving her excuses. I feel like if he would be like, you know what? I went back on it. I don't think I should do it, but maybe we should have yours. You do it. Then it would be a different conversation.
I bet you that's what he said.
Playing in her face.
No, eventually I think he got tired of her nagging.
But then he needed to tell her instead of being like, hey, oh yeah, I'll do it when I have time. I just don't have time right now. I just don't have time right now. If you told her in the beginning, yeah, well, you'll do that. Once we get married, she got married with you and now you don't want to do it.
Maybe he really doesn't have the time right now because I cannot imagine that you're back to work the very next day around sick patients who may have infections and other things. And so that may be plausible.
But it's been 3 years.
But he's been,
I'm sure he could have found a day.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm sure he just doesn't want to fucking do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So why tell her?
Yeah, why can't he just be honest?
Because exactly what happened now.
But if
it would have been bullshit. It would have been. There is no civil conversation with women like this. Okay, he would have sat her down.
A woman that's scared she's going to be forced to have the baby if he gets pregnant.
No.
If I were in a red state and I still had a uterus, I wouldn't go near him.
He would like, look.
If I was in a red state, I would have my tubes tied right now. I wouldn't know. Fuck that.
Guys, other forms of birth control like condoms are about as effective as vasectomy. Condoms are 97% effective, especially the ones with spermicide.
There's a lot of oopses with condoms.
Yeah, when people intentionally fuck with them, like we've had stories like that, but for the most part, condoms with spermicide are just about as effective. Okay. Yes, you don't get to raw dog it. I understand. But if that's really the concern is the pregnancy, that really shouldn't be the biggest concern, especially when you have the spermicidal lubricant as part of the condom, which is very common now. Go to any fucking drugstore, you get an assortment of 50 different kinds. There's that. Okay. And I'm saying if you want to be extra precautious. Okay. But my bottom line here is this. Okay. Sorry. It's time to rule. I'm giving, what's the word I want to use here? I'm giving frigid Lucinda 4 dingleberries for basically using sex as a weapon in her marriage and withholding it, even now that she's actually decided that she herself is going to take care of this potential problem of pregnancy or no pregnancy. Yet she's still not giving it up. That's a 4 dingleberry violation. Maybe it could have been even 5, but I'm going to give it to her for 4 because maybe she's standing on her business and she really believes it. I'm going to give Dr. Billy 1 dingleberry because he's just not being honest about not wanting to do it. But I don't think it's a big deal to not want to do that. And maybe I'm just a typical guy, but no, I don't really feel like this is necessary considering all the advances we have in birth control that are outside of abortion.
This is the red state. Some of them don't even have access to birth control.
Everybody can, but you can buy a condom anywhere. The reddest of states, you can get that. Every fucking liquor store. Okay?
I thought you meant other.
No, but I'm just saying in general. Okay.
Okay.
I am going to give physician Dr. Billy a 6 on the Feldman scale for it's a little shameless to keep blowing it off and promising and not doing it. I can understand where some of her frustration is coming from. So that's a little shameless to just keep stringing it along. Just either, man up, grow a pair and say, look, listen, I'm not doing it or whatever. I'm going to give physician assistant wannabe Lucinda a 3 on the Feldman scale for blasting it out on Reddit like this and withholding sex from her husband of only 3 years. They're still in that honeymoon phase. The first 3-4 years are usually pretty good and they should be active. And considering how busy they both are, I doubt they're doing it every day, right? The last thing she should be doing is like turning off the faucet all around. That's bullshit. Sorry, hold on.
We're still going.
That's right. This is very upsetting.
Okay. Imagine how she feels.
Yeah, no. Clearly she feels just fucking fine.
No.
The only other thing I was going to say, what this is almost like?
What is it almost like?
It's almost like when you have a cringy sister-in-law who promises to move out and buy her own food and provide her own daycare and keeps promising it and never does.
It never does. It's
almost like that.
It's almost like that. Okay.
All right, go ahead and give me your bias skewed
and not biased.
Yes, they are.
I am giving the woman here, she didn't give a name, so whoever her name is.
Lucinda.
I'm giving her 1. I don't think she's wrong in this. I think in the state we are living in right now, she has every right to be afraid to have a pregnancy that she does not want. And I would not want to be in that same position. And yes, while it seems like she's doing it out of spite, it also seems like she's doing it out of her own protection. So, but the spite part is where she'll get 1. Stupid Dr. Billy gets 5. I'm gonna give him 5 because 1, you know she doesn't want kids, and you're running the risk that she still could have a kid. 2, you went back on your word that you already told her. You told her once you get married, you'll do it. It's been 3 years and you didn't do it. 3, he tries to gaslight her by telling her that it's not as invasive in the other one when they both came to the agreement together in the beginning that that was less invasive for him to do it. So for all of that, he gets 5. On the filming scale, I guess I'll give them both a 5. Her for putting this on Reddit, but again, if they didn't, if they weren't shameless enough to put shit on Reddit, we wouldn't have anything to do. And him for running from the situation and being a little bitch instead of letting her know I don't want this, or actually telling her the truth of what's going on.
Yeah. The main thing is that Billy's just sort of he's scared, and he won't admit it.
Mm-hmm.
So just be honest.
Exactly.
The only thing I don't understand is why she's having her tubes tied and then not having sex with him. I don't understand.
That's why I was
that's
giving
about.
her the 1.
Yeah.
I feel like that's why she gets the
That's
1.
a
It's
little
out of spite. It's her
no.
being petty.
Yeah, I'll tell you why. Because she's gonna have sex with someone eventually.
Well, guess what? That person's gonna have their vasectomy.
Mm-hmm. No.
Mm-hmm. All right, next one.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Am I the asshole for refusing to stop using my embarrassing quote unquote lunchbox at work? This was 7 days old. Okay. I, 28 male, bring my lunch to work every day in a bright blue Pokemon lunchbox.
Aww.
I've had it for years and I don't think much about it. It's just the perfect size. It keeps my food cold, and honestly, I think it's kind of fun. Recently, a new coworker, Matt, 35 male, started making comments about it. At first, it seemed like he was joking around with, nice lunchbox, dude. My kid has the same one. Whatever, I laughed it off. But then he kept bringing it up, saying that it was unprofessional and that I should grow up and get a real lunch bag. I told him I didn't see the issue with it and it's literally just a lunchbox. But last week, he took it further, telling me in front of all of our coworkers that it was weird for a grown man to be carrying around kid stuff. I told him he should worry less about my lunchbox and more about his own life. Now he's been acting cold towards me, and a couple of my coworkers said I was being too harsh with him, that he was just messing around with me. But I don't see why I should change something harmless just because one guy thinks it's weird. Am I the asshole here?
Yeah, fuck you, Matt.
Right,
Pokemon lunchbox is awesome.
Exactly. Why can't he have a Pokemon lunchbox? I'm confused on why. It's weird that he wants a Pokemon lunchbox. I am 24 and I have a very big soft spot in my heart for that cat bitch with the bow. Hello Kitty. I will buy anything if that bitch's face on
I'm
it.
in my 50s and I do.
Exactly. So if anyone were to ever tell me that, I'd have a fit. So no, he's not the.
So fun fact, HR actually does have a Hello Kitty nightshirt that she wears.
See? Exactly.
Okay, I know. Let me respond quickly. No, he's not the asshole. Okay. We all have our little quirks. Okay. I'm very much into comic book stuff. I've got comic book cell art. I've got t-shirts, all sorts of stuff. Okay.
Right.
So there's absolutely nothing wrong with holding on to a little bit of your youth, especially something so harmless.
Yeah.
Right. Who cares? Now, here's the difference between me and Billy Lunchbox. Okay. Pokemon Billy. If I were Pokemon Billy and someone was like, yo, you need to get a different lunchbox or whatever, first thing I would be like, well, the last lunchbox I had was your wife's pussy, but that got stale. Right? And that's not my lunchbox anymore. It's just old. So I went with it. Like, fuck you.
Right. Like, why are you taking the little joy this Billy has with his lunchbox?
Or just how judgmental of a person do you have to be? Who gives a shit?
Exactly.
Look, lunchbox Billy, if your sandwich stays like cold or whatever.
Like he said, all his food stays cold. It's
right.
perfect size.
Who gives a shit?
Exactly.
I don't care what. And by the way, I would much rather see a coworker with a Pokemon box than one of those big giant igloos that packs like 80 things in them. Oh my God,
yes.
God fucking knows what nastiness they've got in there.
Exactly.
Right? You know what? I would rather you have something small enough to carry your food rather than big enough to carry body parts.
Exactly.
Right? And bringing that every day.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, there's not a lot to say other than I'm going to say Pokemon Billy is a zero dingleberry.
I agree.
And
rock that Pokemon. 10.
Yeah.
He's a full 10 on the film. There's no shame in any lunchbox that keeps your food cold.
Exactly.
It's efficient, right? Fits perfectly your personality.
And it brings him some joy. Fuck it.
If that's part of what makes your day better.
Exactly.
I'm guessing this is some kind of construction site or something.
Well,
I mean, you never know, but most people that bring a lunchbox to an office, they put it in a refrigerator or whatever. You have to carry it around or whatever. But even if it is, doesn't matter. If it's an office or whatever. So, and I'm going to say that
Matt.
Matt, whatever, of course, Matt, whatever. Matt's going to get. I'm giving Matt 4 dingleberries. I can't give him the full 5 because he didn't do anything other than that.
I agree.
If he actually like threw it away or something.
Oh no, yeah.
But that's something. It's just words, and words can hurt, but not these.
Exactly.
But still, it's like, how do you take the kind of time, even the slight amount of energy required to pick on this guy for the long? Why would you even bother? Like, what purpose does this serve?
At nothing.
And honestly, I hate to say it. Yeah, but I hate to say it like this, but more people should ask themselves, what purpose does this serve? To what end am I doing this?
Exactly.
Right? What is this going to get me to, or why is this important?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people act on instinct or emotion. Now, there is a part of me that thinks that Matt is jealous.
Yeah, me too.
That nobody got him one. And that might be the only other thing I would do is I would maybe bring him one too. Like, look,
that would be fun.
It came clear to me that you really wanted this.
Exactly.
So I got you one too.
Exactly.
These are the Charizard or whatever, I got the Billy Goat one or whatever the fuck they are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't know Pokemon. I do have Pokemon Go.
Oh.
I used to play it a lot. It was fun, but it already kind of ran its course. But
it was fun. See, exactly.
Right, that's my point. Like, oh, look, I'm at like 48, 49 when I first downloaded it. Yeah, I walked around with it. You know what? I had fun with it.
Yeah,
so fucking what?
Exactly.
You know what?
You were getting your steps in.
It's not just that. Yes, I was, but which is it's been so long. We walked to this cheesesteak pop-up place that uses the parking lot of a car wash.
Okay.
Right, and it was like a 25-minute walk. I misjudged how long it was going to take, and at the time I'm like to HR, I'm like, yo, if we walk there and walk back, at least we can say that we
got
burned
the
a little bit off, whatever.
Yeah, whatever you're gonna eat. Yeah,
I'm not doing that again. I may not go back.
I'm surprised you didn't Uber back home.
I thought of it. Don't laugh, because as we sat down to eat, like fuck this. But no, it was important. But and plus we didn't have anything else to do, so like, okay, we'll just kill a little bit more time. Sorry, what? I forgot.
Wait, can I didn't know my own story about that walking thing.
Oh yeah.
I remember in high school. I don't know if when Rose was in high school. Remember how schools were doing that like walkout for like end gun violence or whatever, and they did that walkout. Yeah. So I did it, right? And I miscalculated how far we were walking, right? We walked all the way to fucking town hall in Santa Monica. It took us almost an hour, right? I got there and everyone started protesting. There was a Starbucks across the street and I was like, I'm going to go get me a drink because I'm out of fucking breath. And then when it was time to go back, everyone was like, all right, we're going to start walking back. I was like, no. I waited there and I ordered myself an Uber. It was like 4 of my friends in an Uber. And I was like, we're not fucking walking back. We walked here. I protest enough. I made a sign. I walked. I didn't think it was going to take us this long to get here, and I Ubered back. I have no shame in that because that was terrible.
You did what you needed to do.
Exactly. So that's why I was saying I'm surprised you didn't Uber back because
I'm with like that. Let me be honest. If I was by myself, I would have.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
By the way,
the Uber driver would have made fun of you.
Probably, but you know what? He can.
Our Uber driver didn't make fun of us.
That's right. He can make fun of these nuts because a fare
wasn't even a mile, Karina. So
it's not the point. A fare is a fare. Mm-hmm. I will say for a $25 cheesesteak, it was about a 7 out of 10. Mm-hmm. If it would have been like super, super great, maybe would have made it a little better. It made it
worth it, yeah.
It was okay. But I'm sorry, back to Billy and Matt, Lunchbox Billy. Yeah. I mean, I don't remember what else I was going to say.
You were on Matt. You were talking about Matt getting his own lunchbox.
Oh, yeah, that's what I would do. I'd just buy him one of his own.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd be like, this is what I was going to say. I think that, truthfully, I'm going to get real for a second. Mm-hmm. I actually think it's very healthy to suspend disbelief every now and then. Yeah. Now, I'm not suggesting that Lunchbox Billy thinks Pokemons are real.
No.
But the idea that you can every now and then just sort of regress back to childhood. And and by the way, if you ever watch shows like Pawn Stars, these people come in with like these old toys from like 30 years ago. They go for fucking premium. And you know why? Because every 50-something-year-old like me that has disposable income wants to relive parts of their youth that gave them joy.
Exactly.
That's the reality.
And not even 50-year-olds, again.
But
the amount I spent on that bitch with the bow is insane.
But that's my...
I totally get that.
Right, but yeah, I know. There was if you can find this, and then I would do this specially for just the next episode to change the icon.
Okay.
It's so fucking funny. There's a picture. You ever seen those leggings? Like, they're not like the Lulus, but the cheap ones that they're so thin that if you're a fat girl, you can see.
Right.
Okay.
They're
so this very, very large chick had like the super tight leggings on, which is already a no-no. Mm-hmm. She had the Hello Kitty underwear that you could see. And then the caption was, "Hell no, Kitty."
Oh my God.
So funny. So for this episode, if you can find that GIF, whatever, we should change. Anyway, it was so funny. Right?
Okay.
Oh, and that was the other one too. That was like, you know what? You're so fat. that even Hello Kitty said goodbye.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I know.
Sorry. All right. Let's go.
All right. Next
on.
one?
Yeah.
Okay. Title is, am I the asshole for telling my birth siblings to fuck off and leave me alone and that I don't care about their stupid fucking parents? Just 7 days old. I, male 20s, was adopted as an infant. Actually, I was found in an alley when my birth family didn't come forward to claim me and nobody knew who I was. So I was adopted. But I was an infant at the time, so thankfully, no long foster care experience. I was placed without anything to keep me warm, low visibility area, and there was no signs. There was no signs that I was in a loving place. It basically looked like I was thrown away like trash. I've seen some old newspaper clippings about it, and the story to me was told to me gradually through my childhood. My parents were always open about my adoption, and I never felt othered. My parents, siblings, extended family were my family, and even if I was the only non-bio kid in the family, I was loved, I was treasured, and I had a great life. The circumstances surrounding my adoption meant some of my stuff was unclear, medical history being the biggest things. I never really cared, but then I got engaged a few months ago, and my fiance and I want children, and seeing the health stuff in my family has made me realize I have no idea if I could potentially pass anything on to my future kids.
That's a great point.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
By the way, very, very mature. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good.
I appreciate that, that she said that.
After thinking it over, I did 23andMe, the genetic testing, but I did it wrong, and I also mistakenly added myself to be found. I realized quickly after my results came in, and by then it was too late, and my 2 birth siblings had found me already. They're older than me. My birth parents had 5 kids before me. They all knew about me and want to know more about me. The birth siblings started off somewhat reasonable, but I made it clear that I didn't want to hear my birth parents' stories, and they flipped the switch. They said how much their parents regretted giving me away and how they would have came forward, but they just didn't want to get in trouble for abandoning me like they did. They believed that I owed my parents and them the chance to get it all out of there and build a relationship. I stood my ground. I blocked them. But then they followed me on social media and insisted that we were family and I should be kinder to them and their parents. I was told that it's not like I'm just their half-sibling. I'm the baby who was missing. They sent messages that were trying to make me feel bad for their parents, specifically the mom, and it pissed me off. After around 3 months of dealing with them, finding ways around me blocking them, I told them to fuck off and leave me alone and how I don't care about their stupid fucking parents. I had to delete my account entirely because random accounts just kept popping up and I couldn't block them fast enough in their outrage over what I said. They told me their parents didn't deserve that. Am I the asshole here?
No.
Yeah, of course you're not the asshole.
No, exactly.
I actually did that too for similar reasons because I didn't know like what happened to me was.
Oh, right, you're adopted.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah, you are. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I never had like a kind of a stalking experience like that though.
Right.
Although it's like some people are very friendly and some people are very, standoffish, but you just need to respect someone's boundaries. If they're saying like, I'm not ready for this contact, then it's like, okay.
And the part that sucked, it seemed like he was okay with being like friendly with the siblings. It was just that the siblings didn't want to be friendly with him, and then unless he was friendly with the parents, and that's where he was like, I don't want to, and they kind of fucked it all up. Like any chance I feel like that they could have reconnected, the siblings fucked it up. I feel like so. I don't think he's the asshole at all.
Yeah, I don't know why they couldn't understand that he maybe didn't want contact, especially given the circumstances about his being abandoned
in an alley.
Yeah,
like, what the fuck?
No, I there are so many things wrong with the siblings, and first and foremost, whether he was willing to hear them out or not, he is the absolute one that controls. What he's what he allows. To get, for people to know about him or not, him, her, whatever.
Exactly.
Number one. Number two, the amount of gaslighting the siblings are doing is
insane.
Honestly, he may have dodged a bullet.
Yeah.
By being left in the alley.
I'm sure he had a much better life.
I'm just saying, just the way that they kind of, again, assuming everything he wrote is accurate.
Yeah.
That's a really fucked up thing to do.
Yeah.
Especially if he didn't realize that he checked the wrong box or he, misclicked or whatever.
Yeah.
On a side note, I personally will never,
ever
do a DNA 23andMe, Ancestry, any of that stuff. You tell me why you won't, I'll tell you why I won't. Maybe it's the same thing.
Because my grandfather, we don't know his real name. And if I go and I test myself and he ends up being a murderer and he gets in jail, I'd never forgive myself. So.
Oh, that's different. For me, it's because they share information with the government.
That too, but I'm a little more concerned that my grandfather, he's old already. We can't do that.
No, I get it. But
maybe when he dies, sure. But
no. For me, I think that there are certain privacies that you should be entitled to. Like my genetic makeup is mine.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? And I don't ever want the government my fingerprints are already on file because the state bar.
Right.
That's more than enough.
Exactly.
If you need to identify me, use that.
You are. There's no reason for you to.
No, but okay. So I'll tell you a true story. And when I say true, I mean, this is the story given to us, my brother and I, but we don't know if it actually happened.
Oh, God.
Okay. But years ago, rest in peace, my mom would tell a funny story about how my dad was a merchant marine. Okay. And he was on the ship 2-3 years when he was, in his 20s.
Right.
And that's where he met my mom. He was docked in New York. Right. But allegedly, when he was docked in Brazil, the second time, somebody carrying an infant came looking for him.
Oh.
Right. Now, part of it might have been a joke. My mom had that kind of sense of humor. My dad was much too straight edged and shy to laugh about it. This is, don't forget, this is the guy that fed his enemy a rat.
Right.
But this is already now, Josh and I are older. We're like, what? Okay. And so we don't really know, but I don't want to know.
See, I have a story like that. My grandma also used to say, when she was still alive, that my dad had kids in Honduras. And she would always say that. And, they'd always laugh it off as a joke. And she'd be like, yeah, okay, whatever. But I don't want to know. If it's true, I don't fucking want to know. I'm good.
Yeah,
I think like that.
Yeah, Josh and I don't want to know for very specific reasons.
Fair.
Right. We already have people clamoring.
Fair.
Right.
Yeah.
We already have quote, air quote, family.
Exactly.
Right. That's not, but they think they are. Yeah. I don't need to have fucking siblings somewhere.
Exactly.
Yeah,
me
no
neither.
fucking
No, me neither. Fuck no.
Okay?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No.
And by the way, if fucking fatherless Pedro or whatever from Brazil never made it, never started looking, no reason to start now.
Exactly.
He'd have to be older than me anyway.
Same.
So it's anyhow.
Exactly. I don't want to know either.
Oh, so I can dispense with this one pretty quickly.
Okay.
Adopted Billy gets 0 dingleberries.
Agreed.
He's 100% in the right. He doesn't have to have any kind of relationship he doesn't want to, especially if he wasn't looking for it, right? And it was by mistake.
Yeah.
And the fact that he was trying to be civil, and they just took it as, no, we want, you got, siblings, you don't get to tell adopted Billy what he can do and not do.
Exactly.
You couldn't do that even if there wasn't this adoption. He's his own man. He's a grown fucking adult. He can do whatever he wants. I'm giving him 10 on the Feldman scale.
No shame.
On adopted Billy.
Yeah.
Siblings, I'm giving a 3.
Siblings are getting 0.
Well, it could have been worse. Yeah. They could have had their parents contact,
thrown away. I don't understand.
No. Exactly. I agree with that. All right, next one then? Or any thoughts?
Yeah.
Next one. Okay, yes. Am I the asshole for refusing to move my wedding date because my sister decided to file for divorce the same weekend?
Oh.
So I, 28 female, am getting married in 6 months. Oh, wow, this is an hour old. That's crazy. I didn't realize this was an hour old. Yeah, okay. So I, 28 female, am getting married in 6 months. We booked the venue over a year ago, sent out the save the dates, everything is locked in. My sister, 32 female, on the other hand, just announced she's officially filing for divorce. And apparently, she has decided to do it the same weekend as my wedding for quote-unquote symbolic reasons. She says that she wants a fresh start and does not want to drag things out any longer.
Stop. Sorry, I can't help myself. You know what she wants? She wants all the fucking attention.
Yeah.
All this is. I bet you there's a bunch of comments like that.
Well, it doesn't have a lot of comments. It was only posted an hour ago.
That's true. But you know what? Honestly, I'm getting really good at this. I'm just saying, I'm calling them like that, every time.
Yep.
So all this is. Yep. Look at me, or poor me, woe is me, I'm getting divorced now.
My thing is, she said, I don't want to drag this out, but she's going to file it in 6 months when the wedding is.
Yeah, so she's going to announce it at the wedding and file it.
She's filing it the day of the wedding.
I'm saying she's going to announce,
yeah.
All right, I'm sorry, go ahead and finish it, but you already kind of tell where I'm standing on this.
She said, I get, divorce sucks, but now my mom is acting like her divorce is now bigger than my wedding that weekend. She literally told me that I should consider rescheduling it so that the family could be there for both of us. I was like, are you serious? My wedding has been planned forever. This is not some casual dinner reservation that I could just move around. My sister could file her divorce anytime, but she chose this weekend because, quote unquote, it felt right for her. I told her she was being selfish and she was making my wedding about her.
Sorry. You know what that kind of answer is? That's the biggest non-answer.
Yes. It just feels right.
And it's hard for somebody to really argue with you.
Yeah.
I feel it inside, girl. It's just, okay. That's what I feel.
Exactly. How do you argue with that?
You can tell me I can't feel this way.
I feel like, no, actually, no.
Exactly. It's such bullshit. You know what it's like? It's like when people are like, okay, prove it. Well, yeah, prove it. You're like,
show me where I said that.
It's like, you just did. We have a client that does that.
Yeah, I know.
Like I point shit out. It's like, oh, well, give me an example. And then I did right away. And then she shut the fuck up. But I hate people that do that. Sorry.
Exactly. Okay. Continue.
Should we order cookies today?
It's up to you.
The crumble lineup. Oh my God.
I didn't look at it this week.
Oh, girl, they had a chocolate peanut butter pie cookie. That was amazing.
It was amazing.
HR will tell you, I even left most of it for her.
It was amazing.
And I'm being honest with you. Is she saying it now? I directly was like, you have the rest of it. I'm not going to eat more because I saw how much she liked it.
Wow. I've never heard her actually say that. A crumble cookie.
That's what I'm saying. That's how I roll. I gave it up. Okay. Iced oatmeal, which is okay. Maya stopped by yesterday to pick up something. Oh, I got her phone.
We were in the dark for 3 hours.
Oh, yeah, we had a power outage at our place too, but it's a separate issue. That was okay. Chocolate cake batter cookie. Chocolate brownie batter cookie.
That wasn't it.
It's very rich. It's very heavy. And the one that was great was brown butter chocolate chip. Amazing again. I ate most of that.
Good, yeah.
So good. So that's why I'm kind of feeling it. But then I think it's already changed.
No, they stay for a week, doesn't it?
It's already been a week?
When did you have it?
On the weekend.
You got it on Sunday?
I think we got it like on the weekend. Yeah, we got it. We didn't get it yesterday or Monday.
Okay, let's see.
So
because Crumble posts their lineup.
Oh, we could do it after. Like,
okay,
come on, why do you keep interrupting?
You did that. Okay.
Man.
Okay, anyways. I told her she was being selfish and making my wedding about her, and now she's crying to my mom that I don't support her. My fiance and my dad are on my side, but my mom and some relatives think that I'm being heartless for not making space for her pain. I'm sorry, but who plans for their divorce around someone else's wedding? Am I the asshole for refusing to reschedule? Because I feel like this is insane.
No, you're not the asshole. Oh my God. You can't just change a wedding date. It's possible.
No.
You have reservations. You invited people. You can do a divorce anytime.
Exactly.
Anytime.
She could do her divorce today. Why is she waiting 6 months?
I went through a divorce myself, and you don't need a special date for it.
Exactly. Especially not your sister's wedding date. Oh my God.
Yeah, I can't believe the mom is enabling the sister.
Yeah.
Do we know if it's the older sister getting divorced?
It is older because the sister's 32 and the younger one is 28.
Yeah, I thought so.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is all about, I'm the oldest and it's all about me, and everything was great till this, younger fucking sibling came along.
Mm-hmm.
And look, my brother and I have an amazingly good relationship now, but when we were young,
same, yeah.
Yeah, man, my mom would tell a story and I believe her because I started talking very young, right? And when she came home with my baby brother and she's like, look, your brother, I'm like, I was like, literally like, take him back. I asked, like, can you give him back?
Right. I asked, when's he coming back? I was like, when's he leaving? Like, that was my question. I was like, when is he leaving?
Yeah, like, why,
they had
why?
to explain to me that it wasn't. So.
Yeah, so this feels a little bit like that kind of weird jealousy.
Yeah, but they're old, 32 and 28.
No, it does. For some people, they never get over it.
Oh, that's true.
So look, I'm going to dispense with this quickly as far as the asshole part. No, she's not the asshole.
No.
Older sibling, divorced Lucinda, she's a 5. 5 dingleberries for even fucking suggesting that they move her date or anything. Feldman scale, I'm giving her a 2. I thought about going 1 or a 0, but maybe she is a little fucked up emotionally. I'm just saying, like, maybe part of it is, she can't really help it somewhat. But this
that is pretty shameless.
But I'm saying,
to cancel your wedding day or
change
your wedding day.
I want to get divorced on that day.
But let me tell you, what would Eric do is a whole different question. It's a whole different answer.
What would Eric do?
Eric would want to know how much her divorce is worth. Did she marry a wealthy guy? Because if she's going to be rolling in it in 9 to 12 months, I'd be like, yo, if you pay me to move my wedding, compensate all my guests, right? Refund me my deposit, and then pay for the next one. Okay.
Okay, so do you think, though, because I agree with you, that's it. Do you think she wanted a divorce party and she thinks that if she gets her to reschedule, like she'll be like, oh, but don't worry, I'll take the venue and we could just do a divorce party.
There is I'll tell you what. I'm being serious.
Instead of not
I know what you're saying. Yeah. I'm going to be, hold on. Your hurricane, that was deaf. Okay. Let me get real for a second. She's not planning a divorce party. Okay. This is all about her attention and wanting to be the center. Because if that's all this was, again, she could do it anytime.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be on this fucking day. Right. All she's doing, she wants to like meander herself into the fray.
Something isn't about her and she wants it to be about her.
There's a concept in the law called return to the fray, which essentially it's a financial crimes sort of thing. Not really a crime, but it's really more like a bankruptcy specific thing where the idea is like, even if something were discharged, but if the bankrupt debtor took on conduct that re-exposed himself, then he's returned to the fray. It's more complicated.
Right.
I'm simplifying it, but that's what this is. She wants to return to the fray. She doesn't really want a party. She could have one anytime.
Exactly.
She doesn't really want, I mean, she may want a divorce, but she doesn't want a divorce normally. That could happen tomorrow. You're right. Hire a lawyer, file the paperwork. Took me, I don't know, a week to get it served. Like, no, actually, it was served like the day after.
In a day. It's a really, really long
process.
Right.
But you could file it now. And by the way, in 6 months, it may still be pending.
Exactly.
So all she wanted to do, again, was make herself the center of everything. Right. And that's why, what would Eric do? I'd take her up on it to prove my point. Oh, if it's really important to you, sis, no problem. Here's how much I put for my deposit. And here's how much my guests are spending on travel. And here's my registry. And here's what, and
everything. Caterer.
So tell you what.
All of it. Yep.
Cut me a check. And you got it.
Yep.
Watch how this changes. Okay. That's why I truly believe this is just.
Yeah, exactly. I agree.
Yeah. It's just kind of stupid.
I agree. Okay. Oh, what?
You know what it's almost like?
What is it almost like?
Sorry. Because it's sisters. Almost like you have a cringy younger sister-in-law. Wants to make her and her kid the center of everything. No matter what you're doing. Like she needs to muscle her way in and then have wine time. Almost like
that. Exactly. No? Okay. All right. How do you say this? Trypophobia? 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 Phobia, because Trypophobia.
Trypophobia.
Okay, all right, good.
Never heard of that.
That's the word that's used in the next word. I was just trying to make sure I said it right.
Whoever wrote this, fuck you. Okay, again.
She's 18.
I don't care how. That's even worse because she's fucking pretentious.
No. She's not. That's the thing.
Whoever worded it
I think she's writing about the person who has this.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say, public service announcement. Our audience doesn't understand these big words.
Yes.
Okay,
but she's not writing it about.
I'm just saying, like,
I'm really curious what this is. So let's find out.
She just told you to shut up.
I know she did.
Totally did. A nice way of saying it.
Wasn't even that nice. It's so fucking funny. I know. Laughter abounding. Okay, come on.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if you were done.
Trypophobia, whatever.
Okay. Am I the asshole for continuously triggering her trypophobia, whatever the fuck it's called? I, 19 female, have had acne for so long that I honestly do not remember my skin without it. I used to wear a lot of concealer to cover it up, but that only made things worse. Eventually, I realized my skin was controlling my life and draining my bank account. So, when I started at a new school, I decided to just stop wearing makeup. My skin isn't still great, but I'm on medications, and hopefully it will improve. Here's the problem. There's a girl in my class, we'll call her Callie, who has trypophobia. I had no idea until we were in a group together. The moment I spoke to her, she started crying. Naturally, I asked her what was wrong. And then she screamed at me that my face was triggering her trypophobia. Her friends immediately jumped in to comfort her while I just sat there confused and wondering if I was supposed to apologize for my skin, something I obviously did not choose to have. When I tried to speak again, she told me to shut up and leave because I was drawing attention to myself by talking. I asked what she expected me to do about it, and she said I could at least wear concealer. I explained that that wasn't an option because it's expensive and it worsens my acne. Her friends glared at me and called me selfish for this. That was just the first incident. Ever since, anytime I sit near her or have to present in front of the class, she starts dry heaving or crying, acting like she's having a panic attack. It's disrupting lessons so much that my teacher pulled me aside and asked if I could just wear concealer for the sake of keeping the peace. She admitted it wasn't fair, but said she couldn't think of any other solution. I already feel like a freak because of my skin, and I know my skin is horrid, but why am I the one expected to cater to Callie? I didn't choose to have acne more than she chooses to have trypophobia. I can't help but feel like I'm being unfairly treated here, but at the same time, I know she can't control her reaction either. So, am I the asshole? Should I just wear the damn concealer?
Of course you're not the asshole. Oh my God, what's wrong with people?
Mean Girl, that's what it is.
Yes. Oh, Mean Girl and her friends. Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. And then the teacher, the professor got involved in this.
Mm-hmm. And the professor literally said, you should just wear it so you can stop this whole issue. She's not the asshole. She's not the asshole at all. She's not the asshole at all. And honestly, I hope Callie gets beat up. I know Eric's going to say, let's not resort to violence, but honestly, someone hit her.
That's not what I was going to say.
Oh, okay.
She's not the asshole. Mm-hmm. She's wrong.
Why?
Because, and I'm going to, I always quantify my statement. If the other Lucinda has a reaction that she cannot control.
Oh, come
that she cannot control. And it makes it difficult for her. This is a different kind of setting. This is an everyday or 3 days a week or whatever class. If this were like a party or something and there was all these other random people there, that'd be different. But she has the ability to control how this affects this other person who cannot help it.
Yeah,
and they're stuck.
That's bullshit. Would we be having this conversation if it was like an amputee and the person had a phobia of that?
No, but that's not something that can be corrected.
But neither can her acne. She's already on medication.
Yes, but my point is, okay, think of it even simpler. Let's say, for whatever reason, I have a condition where I get ill if I see a bald head.
Right.
Okay. And let's say, God forbid, you were a cancer patient, you lost all your hair.
Mm-hmm.
No fault of your own. Just like acne is no fault of hers.
Mm-hmm.
But if you could just throw on a wig and save me from getting ill. No. Forget about, okay, again.
Wait.
See, I knew, look, this is.
I get what you're saying here, but my only thing to that is the wig will not make it worse for the balding worse for that person. The concealer will make her.
Yes, I was thinking the same thing.
Okay,
if it's a bunch of heavy makeup, it's going to make it way worse.
That's a different story. I wasn't aware of that because I don't wear makeup.
Yeah.
That's a different kind of defense, which I think is valid.
And she said it in here too, like a couple times too, to the teacher. Yeah.
Yeah, because maybe I didn't hear that part yet, or I wasn't paying attention. Mm-hmm. If wearing concealer could potentially make her condition worse, mm-hmm. it's different. If it's just a hassle and she feels like I just shouldn't have to do this, I would probably do it because I do care about things I do, how they affect other people.
Mm-hmm.
And if I know that I can at least avoid her getting ill or having a problem or freaking out, and that's number one, stop, don't judge me. And number two, if this is a 1 semester class,
mm-hmm.
I know it's 8 weeks or 10 weeks out of my life or whatever, I'd probably just put up with it.
No, you can't let the people that do this shit get away with it.
She's not doing anything she can help.
Terrorizing her.
Her friends are.
The girl is too.
Her friends are leading the fray, I think.
No, it was her.
Well, whatever. She's trying to protect herself. I'm just saying, I'm not saying that acne Lucinda is the asshole. Okay? Pimple face Lucinda is fine. She's not the asshole. But if you're asking what would Eric do, I'd probably do it.
But I don't understand how the trypophobia is affected. I looked it up, and that's just the fear of like little holes, like many little holes. It doesn't sound like acne. Exactly. She's being a bully, and she's bullying her for her acne. And this is literally, it sounds like an 18-year-old girl. She's bullying another girl for having acne, and she's making a scene about it. I don't think she has trypophobia. And if she does, I don't think acne would do that. Like, I've seen really bad acne on people. It's not, it wouldn't trigger that. So I don't think she's the asshole. And the fact that the teacher even told her to do that, I think that's even more of the asshole, because I'm sure, like she said, that she would cover it up. And like, she was like, the skin was controlling my life. I'm sure she's been so insecure about her skin her whole life because of that. So the fact that she had to put on all this, makeup, and now she's on medication. And it's like, if she now just wears it out and lets, like, airing it out will improve, she's on medication, why should she change? Like, that's what I'm just saying. Like, I feel like she's already insecure and you're making her feel worse. So I don't think she's the asshole. If anything, Callie is the asshole. All of Callie's friends are the asshole, and the teachers are the asshole, and they could all go shove it up their ass.
I agree. I totally agree. Yep. And I hope she finds a good lawyer.
Yep. Yep. Exactly.
Whatever.
Okay.
Look, I hope she finds a good lawyer.
I do.
For what kind of litigation is this going to be?
Against the teacher? No.
No. It sounds like let me just say, in all seriousness, if the teacher said, if you don't, I'm going to not allow you to take this class.
Right.
That's different.
That would be different. Yeah.
If it's a suggestion, because the teacher's trying to just keep the peace too, it may not have been a good suggestion. I just don't see this as being vindictive on the teacher's part. So I don't think that there's any real damages or a lawsuit. People love to say that. I have a client, you know who it is, that is addicted to litigate, loves suing people, right? Till he actually gets hit with a legal bill, right? Then he doesn't understand why we did it, right?
Right.
It's interfering with her ability to get her education.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it though?
It is, because
is it though?
Bullying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. All right. Next one then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh no, that's the last one. Okay, this one. Am I the asshole for telling my friend she couldn't bring her kids to my child-free birthday dinner? No, that's rude. I, 29 female, recently hosted a birthday dinner at a really nice restaurant with a group of close friends. It was meant to be a small, child-free evening. Nothing wild, just a quiet, adult-only dinner with good food and conversation. I made it clear on the invite that this was adults only, so that everyone could plan accordingly. One of my friends, Laura, 31 female, has a 3-year-old daughter. When I first sent out the invite, she asked if she could bring her child since she didn't have a babysitter. I sympathized, but I told her that unfortunately, I really wanted to keep this an adult-only event, and I totally understood if she couldn't make it. She said she would figure something out and never brought it up again. Well, fast forward to the night of the dinner. Everyone is arriving at the restaurant, and Laura walks in, holding her daughter's hand. I was immediately caught off guard, but tried to stay calm. I pulled her aside and asked, "Hey, I thought we talked about this. I really wanted this to be child-free." She shrugged and said, "Yeah, but I couldn't find a sitter, and I didn't want to miss your birthday, so..." At this point, I was frustrated, but still trying to be polite. I told her I understood, but I didn't think it was fair to the rest of the guests who also made arrangements for childcare, expecting an adult environment only. I asked her to leave and to come back another time to celebrate separately. She got upset and said I was being ungrateful and ridiculous, and that her daughter was well-behaved and wouldn't cause any trouble. But the whole point was the principle of the thing. I had set a boundary. I didn't want kids there, and she ignored it. Laura ended up leaving in a huff, and later she sent me a long text about how I humiliated her in front of our friends and made her feel like she was a bad mom for bringing her daughter. A couple of our friends think I overreacted and should have just let her stay. Others agree that it was unfair of her to put me in that position. Now I feel torn. I didn't want to make a scene, but I also feel like I shouldn't have to justify a boundary that I was clear about from the start. Am I the asshole for making her leave when she showed up with the kid?
No, I mean, she made it really clear, and the friend didn't respect it. Mm-hmm. It was her day.
Exactly. I agree. Look, everyone deserves a child-free birthday if they want it. Everyone deserves a night to go out with their friends on their birthday and have dinner with no little kids running rampant around the fucking place. And that's what she wanted. That's what she wanted. Only because you have a kid and you can't figure out how someone to take care of it doesn't mean you have to go ruin someone else's party. Stay home with your fucking kid.
I'm not even going to get into the whole dingleberries or all that. I just want to go straight to, you know what this is almost like?
What is it almost like?
You have to guess. This is almost like if your cringy sister-in-law brought her little infant to your house and just fucking left her there.
Yep.
It's almost like that.
Yep.
But by the way, I'm just, because I have to be honest, I only caught the tail end of that. A Biscoff lava cookie, butter cake, French silk pie, and milk chocolate chip. That's what's on the way. And I did get priority delivery, so we'll get it before you go home for the day.
Oh, okay, nice.
Bam.
Okay. Did you hear the rest of the story, though?
No. What else?
It was her birthday dinner, and she specifically told her friend, they're all older, so they all have kids, that it was child-free. So everyone else made arrangements. And this one friend that she even talked about was like, "Can I still bring my kid? Like, she's well-behaved." And she was like, "No, like, everyone's, like, you know, making arrangements. It's going to be child-free. That's the one thing I'm asking for." She still showed up with her child. And
this is exactly like...
But the friend made her leave. She was like, "No, like, you need to go home and we can celebrate another time."
Which is exactly what my actual sister-in-law would do to her sister.
Exactly. So now they're saying that she's the asshole for that.
You know what this is like by analogy? The child Lucinda who brings her kid, she's like the frozen yogurt shop. And the friend throwing the birthday is like my actual sister-in-law that shut it down. Didn't give a fuck.
No, because I wouldn't give a fuck either. Like... I said no kids, and the one thing you do is you bring a kid.
Well, did she bring her, or did she just keep asking until?
No, she brought her. She showed up with her.
Oh, I missed that part. Oh, yeah, I would have told her.
And she's 3, so she's a toddler.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what. I personally, again, like what would Eric do? I'd have a harder time, especially if I was close with this person, or if this was family.
That's because you like kids.
I don't love kids. It's not about that. I do. I like kids, but it's not about that. I know this is, you probably figured out. I would be more concerned with how that would affect the child, especially if she told her to leave in front of the kid, because 3-year-olds understand some things. Like,
I think the friend was counting on that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, but I know, but I'm saying, like, that's where my concern would be. Like, I don't want to hurt this poor kid's feelings. You know, kids don't understand that their mom is inappropriate.
See, I would have told the kid, I would have went down and been like, "Hey, just letting you know you guys are leaving because your mom didn't listen. I told her this is a child-free event and she still decided to show up with you.
Yeah,
this isn't anything about you. It's about your mom not listening to
And I'm sure that child is going to grow up to be a very well-adjusted, you know, healthy human being after hearing basically it is her fault.
Are any of us? No, you're teaching the child the world doesn't always work on how you want it to.
No, it's a fair point. Mm-hmm. I get you. The only thing that would have been worse is if she showed up, dropped the kid off, and like, "Look, I got plans.
Exactly.
I'll be back in an hour."
I think she's the asshole though for showing up with the kid.
I do too. Let me be honest. I do too. I'm going to give her 3.5 dingleberries for that. You could argue. You could argue more, right, for bringing the kid, and even though she was told not to, maybe she legitimately couldn't find other arrangements. I don't know. Maybe she has an issue with the kid's father.
Don't fucking show up.
I know what you're saying, but then the other friend might get offended if she didn't come if they're close.
She told her, like, it's okay.
Everybody says that, but that doesn't mean they're actually okay with it.
See, if someone told me they couldn't come because of the kid and the only way they would come was with the kid, I would have no problem telling you to stay home. Stay home. You take care of that little gremlin over there. Don't bring the gremlins to me.
I understand that everybody's different. I'm just saying that might be part of it.
Maybe.
That's why I can't give her more than the 3.5. Feldman scale, to just show up with your kid anyway, like, fuck it, like, just pretend like you didn't hear. Yeah, I'm going to give her a 2 for that.
I agree with that.
I can't give her less than that. I thought about giving her even less because it's pretty shameless just to show up like it ain't no thing, but, No,
the worst part was when she told her, like, hey, we talked about it. Like, I really wanted to be child free. She shrugged and was like, yeah, well, I couldn't figure it out.
Like, whatever. I didn't care what you wanted.
Like, yeah, whatever. Yeah. I couldn't. So fuck it.
I listened. It went in one ear, out the other year.
Exactly. But yeah, birthday girl is not the asshole. Laura, the one who brought the kid, she's the asshole, and I'm going to give her 4. Just because maybe she did. Actually, no, because that would contradict this. Because I was going to say maybe she's broke and doesn't have money to pay for that. But then why the fuck would you be at a restaurant to eat dinner? So that contradicts it. But yeah, she's the asshole. Yeah.
You need to respect that. Look, I love kids, but every once in a while, you need to get
Exactly.
For your sanity.
Exactly. All right, next one.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for telling my husband he created this mess and now he needs to fix it? This is 5 days old. My husband and I
all the poster, by the way. For wording it like that.
I know. My husband and I always planned on having kids. And it ended up happening a couple of years before we planned due to a condom breaking. I didn't mind though. I was super happy to welcome our daughter, Belinda, a few years. Belinda, that's the name. That's her daughter's name. That's awesome. A few years later, we started trying again for a second, but it took us a little bit to conceive, and we ended up having to use IVF. Doctors never figured out why I couldn't get pregnant the old-fashioned way the second time, but after one round, my husband and I welcomed our son, Philip. Belinda is now 15, and Philip is 9. These names are insane. Belinda and Philip. Yep. A close family friend of ours is going through their own infertility journey. My husband and I were discussing it. I mentioned something about IVF, and Philip asked what that was. I explained and then added, we use that to have you. Belinda asked if we also used IVF to have her. I was about to answer no and leave it at that when my husband butted in with, no, you're here because the condom broke, and laughed.
Oh, Dad.
Belinda immediately looked hurt. We've had the talk and have discussed that sometimes condoms aren't effective and how to use them properly in other forms of birth control. So she understood exactly what he was saying. I quickly added, you were a surprise, but a much welcome surprise. We always plan on having kids. It just happened a few years sooner than expected. Belinda just nodded quietly and said, okay, but I could tell that she was upset by what her dad said. I later told my husband to apologize and make sure that she understands that she's loved and wanted. He told me I was overreacting. I spoke with Belinda and I told her that she was loved and wanted. She seemed to feel a little bit better, but she still wasn't completely happy. It's been a few weeks and Belinda has made little jabs here and there, not in a playful way. Clearly she's still hurt. She'll say things to her dad like, well, clearly I was just some big mistake and sorry for inconveniencing you. My husband got fed up and told me that I had to tell her to cut it out. That she was just being dramatic and he didn't mean anything by that comment. I told him I wouldn't tell her that. He said he made her feel like crap and hasn't spoken to her about it since. He has to deal with the consequences of that. She's a sensitive teenager, and that's a scary combination when they feel rejected and unwanted by their own father. My husband is now saying that I'm in the wrong here. Am I the asshole?
No, that was a really, 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 really stupid thing to say.
Yes. to a fucking 15-year-old girl? Yeah. You shouldn't say that.
Yeah. I mean, 15-year-old girls get triggered over anything.
Exactly. And he was like, no, you're just here because the condom broke. And
like,
laughed.
No, we really wanted your brother, but you were nasty. Yeah, you were here because the condom broke.
They were like, no, we used IVF to have him. But it was just because the condom broke. That's fucked up. And she's right. He did this. Like, why? And the fact that he wants her to tell her, like, you need to cut it out.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not even trying to make it right.
No. He's like, you go talk. He doesn't even want to talk to her. And he's like, I won't talk to her. And she's like, you need to tell her to cut it out. Why? Why can't he talk to her about it?
Yeah.
Yeah, me neither. Me neither.
Because I have to hope that it was meant kind of like as a snarky joke.
I hope so, at least.
Well,
it sounds like it was.
Because I have that kind of sense of humor myself.
Yeah.
And sometimes I will make a joke, not thinking about how it might actually affect the other person. Mm-hmm. And then I find myself with my foot in my mouth, like, yo, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean it like that. And I have to backpedal it.
Mm-hmm.
That's, so I could see where that sounds funnier in your head than it does once it comes out.
Right.
It is. And yes, a teenager, boy or girl, they don't want to hear anything about not being unwanted.
No, exactly.
Like, that's like they're
especially
already
after
struggling.
you hear your siblings
Yes,
through
was,
IVF.
like, created.
Yeah.
Right. And God knows what they're already going through in school.
Exactly.
Maybe they're having body issues or image, whatever. Okay. It's the last thing they want is to think that they were a fucking accident. They shouldn't be on this earth. So, but I don't think it was done maliciously.
Right.
But go ahead.
Okay.
Here goes Mama Bear.
The issue is he
going to defend it.
Trying to make it right.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, he fucked up, but he isn't trying to make it right.
Probably because now he's stuck on. He has to like stand on his business. Like, well, yeah, I said what I said. Or, I don't know. I agree. It would probably look. 15-year-olds, boys or girls, even an apology they're still going to behave like shitheads. You just have to kind of deal with it.
You got to make it up.
I agree. I don't disagree. This might be one of the only Reddit posts that I actually concur with both of you.
Okay. Wow.
Wow, the only one.
Right.
So far, I mean, I can't remember the last one. Mostly because 99% of the time I'm right and you guys aren't.
No.
Just like Reddit. The Reddit's usually wrong.
Sure.
But in this case, yeah, I don't think it was done maliciously. I don't think it was meant to inflict harm. But like the old saying goes, right? The road to hell is paved with good intentions.
Exactly.
He might have thought it was just a joke. He might have thought you get a kick out of it. And honestly, I don't think this is a big secret. With each of my kids, they've gotten, I mean, they know me so well that we all act a little bit differently with each other, depending on my particular relationship with them and their, so my oldest has closer to my sense of humor, but can be a little hurtful. Maybe she hasn't evolved enough, or she needs to be alive a little bit longer to really master the subtlety of like, insult humor or whatever. But she tends to be a little bit more like me. Okay. My middle daughter, Maya, she's much more oblivious to that, and she thinks like slapstick is funny, like Sabrina, the Teenage Wolf and Modern Family. That's her humor.
Yeah.
Matthew is more like ghetto humor, like, and like he'll like watch somebody get hit and think that's the funniest thing. Like not unlike you with kids, right? Like, watch a little child get hit by a car, you think it's like hysterical.
I think anyone getting hit is funny.
That's what I'm saying. World star, world star. But in this case, again, I just think it was bad, a bad joke delivered to somebody that probably wasn't going to see it as a joke. So, yeah, he fucked up. Again, I'm going to give him 2 dingleberries. Again, he didn't think it through, but it'd be worse or more if he was wanted to upset, her or whatever, but no.
I'm going to give him 2.5, just in the middle, like you said. It wasn't that he wanted to get that reaction out of her, but he still gets a 2.5 just because he keeps refusing to speak to her. Like, that's your kid at the end of the day.
That's a big problem.
Yeah, you should speak to your kid about that.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, so that's what I think. All right, next one?
Yeah.
Okay.
How many more do we have, by the way?
How many more do you want to do?
Oh, I mean,
I have 3 left, but I don't know if you want
for the...
Well, no, they'll be here soon.
I have 3 left, so I was like, I don't know what.
By the way, while we were talking, I got an email that the elevator's been fixed now. The elevator issue. Okay. Yeah, it was annoying the last couple of days. The elevator in our building only worked with your key card, no matter what time of the day it was. So if you had like lunch delivered or whatever,
I had to go down.
Like, hey, come get us. Like, pain in the ass. Anyway, sorry. All right, let's just do 2 more. Let's do 1 more, and then like the one that you wanted to say for the end.
Okay, so for the one that's not the ending, I'll give you the 2, and you can pick.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for telling my sister-in-law she can't bring her kids to my wedding because they ruined my engagement party?
No, that's a good one. Start. That's it.
You don't want to hear the other one? The title of it?
Okay, go ahead. But sister-in-law immediately. I'm all over it.
Am I the asshole for not helping my brother and my ex with the kid they had together and telling my parents to step up if help is deserved?
Yeah, the first one.
First one? Okay.
Although I could have material on both for probably a good hour, but okay.
Okay. My fiance, 21, my fiance, 21 male, and I, 19 female, very young, are getting married in a few months.
I got engaged at 19.
But they're getting married in a few months, too.
It didn't last very long, my engagement. But
it might not last that long either.
It was the same psycho that put the gun in my handbag.
Exactly.
But anyway.
We are planning a small, elegant wedding with close family and friends. From the start, we made it clear that our wedding would be child-free. Not because we don't like kids, but because we want a formal atmosphere without disruption. Most of our family and friends were understanding, except for my sister-in-law, who has 2 kids, 4 male and 6 female. For context, sister-in-law has a habit of ignoring boundaries when it comes to her children. At my engagement party last year, she brought them despite the event being a fancy venue with an open bar. And within an hour, they had already knocked over the tray of champagne glasses, smeared cake all over the rented couch, and screamed through every speech. I love my fiance's family, but it was embarrassing. My sister-in-law just laughed it off, saying, they're just kids. When we sent out wedding invitations, we included a polite note stating it was adults only. Sister-in-law called me immediately asking if we could just make an exception for her kids. I calmly explained that we wanted a child-free wedding and reminded her of what happened at the engagement party. She got defensive, saying, "They'll behave this time, I swear." I stood my ground and I said, "I'm sorry, but we're keeping it adults only." She hung up in a huff. Then, last weekend at a family gathering, she brought it up again in front of everyone, saying, "I can't believe you're excluding your own niece and nephew from your wedding. Do you hate them or something?" I firmly said, "Of course not, but this is our wedding, and we want it to be the way we planned." She got even more upset, saying I was being unreasonable and that family should always come first. Now my fiancé is caught in the middle. He supports me, but he also doesn't want to create a family feud. His mom has even suggested that we just let it go to keep the peace. But I feel like if I cave, it'll send the message that our boundaries don't matter. So, am I the asshole for refusing to allow my sister-in-law to bring her kids to our wedding after what happened at our engagement party?
I'm really tired of people expecting people to cave because other people are obnoxious.
Exactly.
And won't give in.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Exactly.
And she had the chance before. Mm-hmm. She didn't watch her children. Right? Maybe if she had watched her children, then this would be a different story here. But she didn't.
Exactly.
So why should she?
Exactly. Throwing the champagne glasses, putting cake on the couches. Like, this isn't just some kids having fun. These are some badass kids that need their ass whipped. That's what the fuck this is. Because kids, you're at a party. At least 6 and 4-year-olds know to behave in public. At least I feel like. At least the 6-year-olds.
It depends how much sugar they have.
They should. They should. And you should teach them. Exactly. You should make an effort to teach them.
It's more of a parental issue. I mean,
exactly. It is a parental issue.
You think a 4 and 6-year-old at any kind of party where there's cake and candy and cookies or whatever, they're going to have sugar rushes and they're going to go crazy, and that's to be expected. I'll tell you what I extrapolated from this post, sincerely. I don't know what this family is. I just know what they're not. Mm-hmm. They are not dupenders.
They're not.
You know why? Because dupenders would never spend that much.
On what?
On anything.
Actually,
rented couches. No, dupenders are cheap as fuck.
Have you seen Indian weddings?
Yeah, in Bollywood, where it's like the fucking wage is 12 cents an hour.
Nah, I've seen videos on TikTok, and they be having like 4-day weddings. They can be
pretty extravagant. Actually,
their shits is like 4 days long.
I'm talking about the ones here.
Still, I've seen TikTok. Some people here.
Do you know we had a client? Remember the client that got scammed out in the crypto thing? Yeah. That's what he did. He was a DJ at Indian weddings.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. I'm telling you, exactly. They last like 4 days.
I take that back. Normally they are pretty cheap, but okay. All right. So, I'm a little speechless because I was thinking about these cookies. To be honest.
How would you like these kids?
Because the one of them
grab your cookies and put their fingers all in there,
all over your
cookies. And then
if anybody listen, bear with me. Even the woman I'm sleeping with, if she put her hand in my food, we'd have a problem.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay, that means you want to fight. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm just yes.
And I fight little kids.
I would freak the fuck. You know what? What would Eric do? Eric would take that fucking cake and that kid be wearing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Right for the rest of the fucking evening, whatever. That's what you get, punk little punk Billy. Let me just dispense with this fairly quickly again, because now I'm really looking forward. I think they're on their. I got them alert that they're on their way. I just think that I have a hard time excluding kids and family, because even though she's right, and I'm saying it now, she's right. So she's not the asshole. It's just not what I would.
Right.
You know, I just would rather not have the drama. I don't want anyone to ever feel left out or anything like that.
Right.
You know, that's really more the point. So I'd probably do it, but
Right.
But I understand why she doesn't want them. And at the end of the day, and this is really, I'm going to break this down to its least common denominator. Okay. Whoever pays for it makes the rule.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. Honestly, that's
really.
Wedding. Yeah. I don't care what it is. Wedding, engagement party.
Maybe 2 or 3.
Look, it could be
it's her first wedding.
It could be a fucking funeral. It doesn't matter. If you're paying for it, you get to pick.
Exactly. Yeah. I agree.
All right. Let's do the last one that we've been saving, because I got to.
Yeah, you have food outside. I don't know if I should eat this.
Well, we're gonna have to.
Oh no!
It's not as bad. I just feel like you're queasy from some shit when I read. No, it's not as bad as the coconut.
All right. Well, all right. Let's try.
All right. Am I the asshole for asking my roommate's wife to wear bottoms around the house?
Does he literally mean pants or underwear? Oh.
Okay.
Ready? So he's living with a married couple.
No.
He said his roommate's wife.
You're going to listen. You're going to hear it. Yeah.
All right.
My significant other and I have been putting up with our brother-in-law while he's trying to move back. He's employed and is paying token room and board while him and his wife attempt to sell their house. It's been 6 months. Sounds familiar?
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
My brother-in-law.
Oh my.
My brother-in-law's spouse, Tina, in her late 30s, is a larger girl with some health issues. She's visited before, and she has ruined the decorative pillows due to having accidents on them, as she likes to sit on our black decorative cushions. She's now been spending half of every month, and she should not be, in my home as a guest. She doesn't wear underwear under her nightgown and will stay in her nightgown the majority of the day. I've had it. I watched her ruin another decorative pillow by sitting on it and leaving vaginal discharge and urine on it. I gave her a day to clean it up, and she pretended that it didn't happen. I ended up throwing out the pillow in disgust and bleaching the seating mat under it. She then wore the same pee-stained nightgown the next day, and I watched her as she lifted it up to sit down. Bare butt on my furniture. So we've spoken to her husband in hopes that he can tell her to wear underpants nicely. I'm also considering getting her a box of incontinence pads and leaving it at the bathroom that she uses. Am I the asshole for this? It's disgusting, right?
That is disgusting.
It was so disgusting, guys, that we had someone else just come in that heard the story from outside and say what. So, yeah.
That is really disgusting.
Is she the asshole for telling her to wear pants?
No.
Of course she is.
No. Oh, God.
Imagine someone coming into your home and sitting bare butt on your couch cushion and peeing on it, too. Like, other than the vaginal discharge, just pee on it.
I can only imagine what he did.
Eric would not just throw the pillow away. You would have a new couch that same day.
You're right. We would. You're not exaggerating.
Eric would have a new fucking sister-in-law. But not that I know for certain that this happened.
Mm-hmm.
But it's almost like if you sleep in the buff and you've got a big white goose down comforter and you think you've got a little gas, but you don't.
Mm-hmm.
And you just rip it all over your fucking, blanket and your wife finds it the next morning and you don't even realize that you slept in a sharded stained white goose down comforter. I'm not saying that actually happened to anyone I know, like my brother, but if it were to happen, it would almost be like that.
It would almost be like
that. Oh my God. Who the fuck does that and who leaves it and then who pretends like it's not there?
Yep.
If you get caught, right? And I mean, basically the jig is up, right? Fucking clean it. And yes, and throw on some fucking knickers.
Knickers.
Whatever. What the fuck? Look, I understand free balling is comfortable. Okay. Lots of guys like to free ball. Okay. But what we don't do is we don't let our fucking nut juice or our ass sweat or whatever, right? Okay, go everywhere, and then like act like it ain't no thing. Oh, it's just natural, girl. It's just what your body excretes. Right? Ain't no thing. No, you know what? This is a Dupinder problem. I'm sorry. The only thing that doesn't make sense in this story, and bear with me, is she said the pillows are black.
Yeah.
How does she know?
You can see stains on black.
I guess the smell.
You can see white stains.
But you can also smell anything. You can smell piss.
Okay. Oh, vaginal fluid is different. Yeah, that's true.
But you could also smell pee.
Yeah.
Human pee strong.
Oh my God.
It has a very distinct smell.
You think she has like some kind of yeast infection?
I don't know what
why
the
is she
fuck
discharging to begin with?
I don't know. Mental problem.
Well, but maybe too. But like, what the fuck? Why is she discharging?
Yeah, I don't.
Like that doesn't happen for no reason.
Yeah, no, yeah, I don't know.
Oh, why'd you say that one?
You said you wanted to end with it.
The fucking cookies are here.
I not ask in the beginning. I said, hey.
Oh my God.
It was full disclosure.
This isn't even almost like anything I can think of.
No.
This is so bad. And now I'm going to eat that Biscoff lava cookie with the middle is like melty.
That's on you.
And it's like brown colored like the biscotti. Damn. I'm going to think of that now.
Ew.
I know.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me just say this. I'm going to take a minute to apologize for leaving our audience on that note. That's pretty fucking rank. Before we go, we should hopefully have another episode drop Friday. It's week to week right now still, depending on what happens. I got lucky on some hearings got moved.
And I was just able to find some.
Yeah, so we'll actually have a bit more themed episodes. People seem to like those a little bit better. But again, shout out to the Midbar Maj crew. Dougie, Karen, Aaron, Jessica, Amy, Evelyn, sup girl, Badanka Dory, right? Keep listening. We appreciate the support. I might be in town again another few weeks. I try to visit once every 6 to 8 weeks. I might just hang out.
Yeah, Jennifer just might go with you.
Hey, all the more reason. It's okay. Listen.
That laugh didn't sound like it.
No.
Funny.
You know what?
She didn't find that comical.
I encourage it, okay? Because let her see Badonkadori and realize she better keep me happy.
Mm-hmm.
Never. I got that look. Mm-hmm. That's we're going to talk about this in the car look.
She sure is. Exactly.
No, you got to go home with me.
Who's the one that likes true crime documentaries? Yeah.
Actually, we both did. We just watched one called Trial 4. It was really I'm serious. It was really good. Basically about a guy in Boston, which is like the most racist city in the world, black guy, who was tried 3 different times for murder, twice a hung jury. The third time he got convicted in like a 3-hour deliberation. Eventually got was awarded a new trial, and the DA finally
after spending
22 years
in jail,
22 years in like Boston's hardest core jails, because like when you're in for murder, you don't go to like Club Fed. Yeah. So we both like true crime, and we both like Modern Family. That's our filler show. So in between episodes and stuff. Mm-hmm. But what I was starting to say before I was again so rudely interrupted, I fucking forgot.
Yeah.
Oh,
right, let's just get this man a cookie.
Yeah,
that's right. I want to try them. Oh, so anyways, we'll have more stuff coming up. Appreciate it. Appreciate all the support. I'm curious to see if our numbers have gone up at all, if they're kind of stagnant.
They look the same.
About the same. Yeah. So, but nonetheless, again, we appreciate everything. So with all that, Hurricane, tell them where they can find.
All right, guys. Thank you all for listening. We appreciate all the support. Remember, you can find us on Instagram at the Bensama Confirm. You can find our podcast Instagram at the Late Podcast. You can visit our Twitter and TikTok at Bensama Confirm. You can visit our website at eblawfirm.us, or you can email us at info@eblawfirm.us. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Oh, bye.